Srimate Ramanujaya Namaha. Today we are going to address a very frequently asked question. How does ancestral karma work? There are many things that we can discuss here, but I am going to try to keep it as concise as possible. My understanding of the word ancestral karma is as follows. A person now is suffering or enjoying the benefits of the action taken by his ancestor. Okay? So basically, people think that this person who is enjoying now, maybe he is suffering or he is enjoying. He is doing that because of an action taken by his ancestor. Okay? So that is where this term ancestral karma is used. And of course, since this is English, the word ancestral karma cannot be seen in any of the scriptures, shastras. But in the comments section, I saw that many people used this term. So I just borrowed that term from them. It is sometimes called Pitru dosha, etc. In this video, let's call it ancestral karma. So, how does this work? Let me explain this in phases. First thing, the Shastras say that every human is born with 5 loans that he has to repay in this birth. In this world, we see that people take loans from others and struggle to repay that. But the Shastras say that we are born with some loans that we have to repay in this lifetime. So, there are 5 of them. One towards the Devatas, one towards the ancestors who are called Pitru Devas, and one towards the Rishis, one towards other humans, and one towards other beings. To repay this, it is advised by the Shastras that one must perform Pancha Mahayajnas. And since now we are speaking about ancestral karma, we must understand that we are also born with this particular loan that we must repay. It is due to our Pitru Devatas, or rather our ancestors, that we are born today. They made sure that our lineage went without interruption, and after that we were born here. So we are in a way indebted to them, and we have to repay that loan. It is usually done by making sure that this lineage continues and also doing various tarpanas, etc. Sometimes it so happens that people who must have done these things would have left them or not done them, and that must have angered, saddened, disappointed ancestors, and they may have cursed that lineage itself. Sometimes it may so happen that they haven't cursed actually, but this person not performing that karma that he had to led to a curse upon the whole lineage, or sometimes to some generations. Okay. Sometimes it also happens that some other person who is not from this lineage may actually curse this lineage. In this world, we see that people, when they are affected by some person, they not only curse that person, but his family, his relatives and all. So basically, there could be someone from that lineage who led to this curse, or there could be someone else who doesn't belong to this lineage who has led to this curse. In both the cases, the people who will be born in this lineage will be affected by that so-called curse. Now, we have seen in our video regarding karma that Bhagavan is in charge of making sure that people do get justice. A person who has done a crime must be punished. And a person who hasn't committed a crime must never be punished. So, if at all an ancestor does a bad thing, he does some bad deed, or his inaction itself leads a person in his lineage to suffer, then what is Bhagavan doing? He is not making sure that justice is served. So that is the question here. The answer given by our acharyas is that, see, this lineage has been cursed. People who are born in this lineage must suffer. And Bhagavan will choose such a person who has a similar sin which will be compatible to this lineage. So this person, let me call him person A. This person A has in his previous births done a sin which leads him to suffering in a particular birth. And now Bhagavan has a lineage in which any person born must suffer. So Bhagavan will just bring them together. Now this person A who is born in this lineage will suffer for his own karma, for his own sins that he has performed in previous births. But again, the curse that was placed on this lineage is also fulfilled. And this person who is born there, of course, he is not experiencing the results of any other person's karma, but rather his own karma. So, this is how our acharyas explain this phenomenon. Not only in these kind of situations, but in every other situation, it must be seen that Bhagavan usually brings people together in such a way that their karma is kind of like compatible. Someone has a tendency to hit, someone has a sin for which he has to, reap a result, and Bhagavan brings them together. This happens in many situations and also in this situation. So, this ancestral karma works in this similar fashion. See, when we speak about Pitru dosha or ancestral karma, there could be many kinds of them, but mostly this is how it all works. So, this is a very important point, because in this world we see that people are always ready to put blame on others. See, I have done nothing wrong because of my ancestors or because of some other person, I am suffering. The karma siddhanta, the law of karma, specifically intends to tell us that it is only your karma that will affect you. No person's karma will be transferred to another person without any reason. So it is important for us to take responsibilities for what action we take and what consequences we face. So whatever we are facing today is the result of what we have done in our previous births. This is a very important point. So even if my ancestor did not do some karma and his ancestors got angry and cursed this whole lineage, even then it is only due to my previous karma that I am suffering. And this could also be in a positive way. There could be a lineage which has been blessed by a sage, and a person with a compatible punyam, he will be born into that lineage. Okay, so it may go both ways. This is one point that everyone must understand. And now we have to address the main question: how do we escape from such karma, from the wrath of our ancestors? So till now I have just explained that it is our karma that we must escape from, right? How do we escape from that? There are not many escape routes. In Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya, we usually do not think about escaping from all this karma. What we do is we surrender unto Bhagavan. We transfer the burden of liberating us onto Him. That is surrender. Once we surrender onto Him, we are ready to accept whatever he is going to give us. That is the best way forward. Surrendering unto Bhagavan. We surrender unto Bhagavan not just to escape from karmas, but actually because we want to attain him. Okay? When we do that, by the virtue of doing Sharanagati, we escape from most of the karma. That is for another video again. Sharanagati and how can we escape from all karma and all. But that is the best way. Also, I would like to address one more thing here. In Garuda Purana, it has been said that Asphotayanti pitaraha pranrityanti pitamahaha Vaishnavo nah kule jataha sanas santarayishyati. The ancestors of a particular person, they clap hands. They start dancing when that person becomes a Vaishnava. They exclaim, Vaishnavo nah kule jataha. In our lineage, a Vaishnava has been born. And they say, Sanaha santarayishyati. That person will liberate all of us from this samsara. So, if you want to please your ancestors, one thing you can do is to become a Vaishnava, surrender into the feet of Lord Vishnu, that is Sriman Narayana, and that would please everyone. Actually, it is not that we surrender unto Bhagavan to please some devatas, but actually we surrender because that is the only thing we can do and we must do. We surrender unto Bhagavan so that he'll liberate us from this samsara. By doing that action, we also please others. So our intention is not to please them, but rather to do what is right for us. In that process, we end up pleasing the other devatas also. So, according to Garuda Purana, become a Vaishnava and please all your ancestors, fathers and grandfathers. That is one way. And when I started this video, I was talking about the 5 loans with which we were born. In Srimad Bhagavatam, it has been said that Devarshi bhutatmaranam pitranam na kinkaro nayam rani cha rajan sarvatmanaya sharanam sharanyam gato mukundam parihritya kartam sarvatmanaya sharanam sharanyam narayanam lokagurum prapannaha. In this shloka, it has been beautifully said that a person who has surrendered himself unto the holy feet of Mukunda, he need not repay any loans. He is no more indebted to anyone. Devarshi bhutatma rinam pitranam. I had already mentioned the 5 groups of people or beings towards whom we are indebted, and this shloka says that we are indebted to none of this. Na kinkaraha nayam rani. A person who has surrendered is no more the servant of any other beings, and he is no more rani, he is no more indebted. This shloka says. So, once we surrender unto Bhagavan, we are no more indebted to anyone, and Bhagavan will take care of us. He'll give us what we need to enjoy, what we need to suffer, and then he'll make sure that we get liberated. So the best way forward is surrender, Sharanagati, and of course to relieve oneself from past karma. There are many prayashchittas that have been spoken in specific parts of Shastras. That could be for another video, because I have seen in the comments that many people have asked how to cleanse past sins, and there were some people who were telling that that is not possible. But again, when we look at the Shastras, there are some specific parts of Shastras which prescribe prayashchittas. that would be for another video. I just try to keep it as concise as possible. If you have any more questions, you can surely post in the comment section and also contact us through the details given in the video's description, and we'll try to answer as many questions as possible. Till then, Srimate Ramanujaya Namaha.
Thanks for watching this video. We at Bhaktamritam are committed to deliver the best quality content regarding Sanatana Dharma and Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya. Our objective is to promote, preserve and preach the values of Sanatana Dharma, especially Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya. This really involves a lot of time, effort and resources. If our efforts have really touched your lives, you can consider supporting us. The links for the same have been provided in the description box as well as on your screens. Thank you.